Alright! Eto na! Game number 5 mga idol. Match points for ONIC Esports. Grand Finals. MPL Season 10. Indonesia. ONIC Esports vs RRQ Hoshi. Match point ng ONIC Esports mga idol. So this is a review mga idol. This is a review. Match point ng ONIC. Same ban, syempre. Ay, tinanggal yung link, oh. Tinanggal nila yung hero nila. Pakito na naman to for sure. Pakito, walang Pakito, Grak. Pwede Grak, pwede Pakito.
And so the Grok is going to be available for ONIC Esports to pick up right now. I think that's a wiser choice than the Fanny first pick, to be honest.
I agree. The Fanny is a bit too gimmicky.
May Fanny rin.
ONIC Esports right now want to go for that, right? Fanny has just been
Lilia,
not
gago!
effective in the playoffs right now. Lilia gets first pick.
Grak Fanny na ako. Or Pakito. Grak Pakito. Para mailang na mag-Fanny. Grak Fanny na ako dito. Grak Fanny. Or Grak Pakito.
RRQ find a way to circumvent that, or will they try and find a solution with their own execution? Whoa! While we're in the draft looking at the heroes, you guys can look at the heroes as well, walking up to the stages now. We got some cosplayers here in the building.
Matilda!
That was such a nuisance to them.
Okay.
And I think
Lord!
they don't go for the Pakito, they instead go for
Hindi nila kinuha yung Pakito. Seryoso.
Esports have the
Pakito, Grak na ako dito.
now to secure both Pac and Grok. The Pac and Grok. Pac Grok combo. Or the Boxer and the Rock. Rocky, hey!
Pakito, Grak or Fanny. Fanny, Grak. Pwede, pwede.
They want to secure the Grok right now. They can't actually go for something. I don't know. Thinking about it now. They already have the Lilia. They can't go for the builder. They're up against a Claude.
Oy, Esme, Grak. Ano kaya ang ipipik niya dito? Fanny na ako dito.
RRQ can go for that Tyros right now. Trying to stop the Esmeralda.
Fanny kaya? Fanny tas ban Pakito, no? Pero diskarte nila yan eh.
Because they want to allow Boots to win in those lanes. We've seen the prowess that Boots can have, especially in the game with the wave clear if he's leading. But if he's not, it might be a different story for ONIC Esports here in game number 5. RRQ Hoshi, are they going to go for it?
It makes sense. Right now, they really lost on the value of the Esmeralda because that is a pile pick almost for ONIC when they go for the Yura. But they go for the Uranus.
O kaya dirot na lang sana, no, kaysa Yura.
So R7 won't be struggling against the pressure that Boost is able to bring, especially when it comes to macro gameplay. So already a lot of problems being alleviated in the Jackson phase, but RRQ, they're going to default back to the jungles, the assassins for KAIRI.
I think this time around, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Boots to have a say, especially going against the Uranus, who is going to be able to...
Kung si Wise yung barats na.
and start cutting those lanes
Matik.
with this pressure. And because of the Matilda pick, RRQ Hoshi, they might have a better chance in terms of that scaling. But ONIC Esports now have the chance to ban this out here in the second phase. Are they going to be taking away and start limiting that gold lane, or is it going to be a different choice here for a Lancelot ban here?
Wow, Lancelot ban from ONIC, and it's actually RRQ
Lancelot.
who bans the Fanny here up against.
Naramdaman nila siguro magla-Lancelot eh, no?
Is there ONIC Esports for ONIC Esports? Here we see a list of achievements from the future from the Philippines. KAIRI, the runner-up of the M3 World Championships. MVP for the regular season in MPL Indonesia Season 10, and also the first team jungler for MPL Indonesia Season 10. My vote, personally, on both of those categories. If I'm not mistaken, same for me as well. But right now, ONIC, the fact
Shoutout kay Isdarin.
means they are worried and concerned about that guy's potential.
Alam mo, sasabi mo sa Guinevere jungle ni Wise, nakita ko na dati yan eh. Parang hindi na bago sa akin. Pero magaling talaga si Wise. Sobrang napapahanga ako ni Wise kung paano gamitin yung mga kakaibang hero. Kakaibang jungler hero. Ang lakas niya talaga. Hindi siya gumagamit na jungle na hindi niya kayang gamitin ng malakas. Ganun si Wise.
to win only with that.
Landeya.
Here, RRQ banned out the Beatrix as well. They're trying to limit that gold lane. ONIC Esports banned the Eve, respecting Clay. They want to go up against that Farsa. RRQ, will they give it to him though? Up against ONIC Esports now. I think that ONIC at this point are baiting RRQ to go for that Farsa, right? With the Lilia pick as well, it forces Clay on a hero that he's not really comfortable with. No Valentina, no Eve, no Lilia, no Paramis.
The only thing
Who
he
knows?
got picked
Could be a
up
good option,
is the
actually.
Sicilian.
Sicilian as well. If
This
they want to,
season.
exactly, if they want to play with a range, right? They don't want to maintain range. No hero requires that kind of range management more than the Sicilian.
Shout
So
out
it does
kay
make sense.
Way.
And
Way,
if you
no?
talk about high damage from far away and security, Sicilian does fit into that description, but Farsa will be the option goes for. And now they're in the same
Farsa.
situation, right? ONIC Esports, they can have an
Farsa,
advantage in
no?
spammable spells and in poke, and RRQ will have to have a solution for that if they want to succeed.
Hindi pa sila pumik ng jungler ah. Binanpa nila Ancelot nang hindi pa kumuha ng jungler.
You can't even really predict what's gonna
Dapat
happen.
di muna mid eh.
Sayang
Sayang yung ba ng pani saka yung Lancelot.
Up against RRQ here. It's possible, right? They can actually. Oh my God, there's a signature pick from KAIRI that we haven't seen.
Babalik pa yung Pakito kaya ano. Hindi ko alam kung magpapakito ah.
They might just go for a Bauman here, honestly.
Or tinitrade lang ni RRQ kasi may akay pa.
Just go for that here. Oh,
Leslie Balmon.
I predicted the Bauman, not the Leslie though. They pick up the Mia and the Leslie. ONIC Esports, full confidence. And this is what we mentioned before.
Ano kaya ako ni RRQ no?
So dynamic.
Wala pa naman Lancelot. Karina.
That is actually
Karina na lang pinaka-option no.
counters Claude in lane, just in lane, right?
Karina or Pakito.
She can get out of the blazing duet just with her first ability because she gets the invisibility. And with her second ability, if Claude gets too close, then Leslie can actually cancel that blazing duet. We'll see how this works out though, because Leslie, very similarly to Mia, will have to wait for the power spike in RRQ. They go for that Dyrok in the jungle here to go up against that Bauman. You've seen this before. It was Evos who played that Dyrok. Took the Jin. Let's see if it will work out for RRQ Hoshi. But here I have to root for ONIC, man. Again, been rooting for the teams with the unique pick. Leslie, I've been waiting for this pick, and here it is.
It's basically a free...
Boss, since malakas mag-jungler si Wise, sa tingin mo sino effective hero niya in terms of jungling?
They picked up the Dyrok, who is going to be able to counter the Esme, the Grok, and the Bauman. So pick your poison here. Both have come up with amazing drafts, and it's going to come back down to the
Mga assassin yun.
Game number 5.
The confidence.
Basta si si Wise malakas talaga yun sa mga
I mean, it might be something
mga
that
tank
they can
tank
as they hit an ace up their sleeve.
tank jungler yan. Marksman jungler din malakas din si Wise. Pati mage yan. Sobrang yun yung mga hero ni ni Wise eh. Pwera sa assassin talaga. Hindi masyado nag-shine sa assassin si Wise. Buti na lang pumabor sa meta or nagawa ng meta talaga nila si Wise. Pero ito na, focus na muna tayo guys dito sa kanilang ibang team. Finals na to eh. Game 5, match point.
Right now, RRQ, they have more advantage in the early game, I feel, with the burst damage, with the pickup potential, but they are lacking a bit in terms of crowd control. The only real one
Okay, so si
being
T-Boy
the Evo.
umakyat
So,
agad kasi alam niya ikot agad si Parsa sa si Ibe.
First, you need to get close, and we already
Yan
seen
natin,
in the past
tama.
2 games how ONIC is able to manage distance. So that is a
Mid uli. Yan, huwag ka masyado. Hindi. Tutulungan pa rin niya ata si Top.
Right? Because now CW is gonna have...
Medyo delikado lang ha, si Albert nasa top ha.
It seems like he's not being able to clear. It seems like he's being zoned away by Claude, by Skylar here.
Early on, CW is gonna have to farm, right? Again, for Claude, it's basically the same
Ay,
thing.
hindi kinuha ni Albert yung
With their first
Gogo.
and it's gonna be a stalemate up top. They're just both looking for
Delay si Albert.
down below. This is where the Esmeralda really shines. Up against your
Pucha, ang layo ng inikot ni Albert, wala siya nakuha. Kinuha niya na lang sana yung yung gold, saka yung green.
Too much, no pressure over towards that bottom side.
He also doesn't see any of the members of ONIC Esports, so very wisely, he is aware of the possibility of a trap, of a dive, backs away, and he'll be back in time for this turtle fight. Love to see if RRQ go for it, and if ONIC will engage them for the battle of early game supremacy.
ONIC Esports now with a 500 gold lead. It's not too strong at the moment, as now both teams are going to be centering around the objective take on this first turtle.
Masakit din sa late game yung Leslie, guys, ha?
Chance with the double retry because of the ultimate that the Evil Counter can have, but let's see what Albert can do with it.
Pucha, no, dirot. Uy, nakuha, kaso patay. Mahirap yung dirot na retry, wala siyang pantakas, no? Pag di niya nagamit ng maganda yung second skill niya, patay talaga siya. Tapos yung mga kalaban mo, Grax sa Lilia, no?
Whoa!
Hey, hang on.
Arashi Hoshi, you're
Hang on.
alone!
Hang on.
The only RRQ fan in the English desk, counterproduction by Axe. Why? How?
I have
Parang,
given,
uy,
predictions
patay.
for,
Crazy
ONIC
Barca.
Esports as well, but I do think
Di
in
ko
the
lang
early
gusto.
game, they have more chances to make plays happen, and now without the Matilda, as Isuna mentioned, one of the main
ko lang
problems
gusto yung
for
dirot,
them,
eh.
I feel like they do have
Pero
a
tignan
chance,
natin,
and the
kung
competition has
makakasabay.
possibilities to make it work.
Kawawalang yung
It's not a
dirot.
completely biased prediction. Full disclaimer.
Sabagay, may
okay?
Matilda naman. May Matilda naman. Meron naman siyang pang out.
Oh, wait a minute, they're gonna go for this. Keyboy has a part of nature.
Oy,
Active defense
patay.
airstrike as well. Keyboy sniped down by that feather
Nice.
airstrike.
Maganda yun, ha? Maganda yun, ha?
But Vin's gonna be taken low. Oh my god, one hit away.
Oh my god!
He gets out. Sans wasn't able to finish him off.
Hindi
there.
kasi nakaano si Sans, no? Iba talaga yung mag-emblem to si Sans. Hindi siya yung parang sa Philippines meta. Usually nakikita ko sa mga nakalilya, mga
I do feel though that
naka-burn
Claire's
eh.
gonna have
Hindi
a
sila
tough
discounted
time
eh.
With the feather airstrike, Claire's gonna have to pull off a miracle.
Pero kung
here.
naka-burn siya doon, patay yun.
Albert has the dialogue, but who is gonna combo with the physical damage? Because he is one of the only sources of physical damage.
Para sulit na
along
sulit
with
yung
Skylar.
burst.
That is a big question as well. But so far, their plan of being aggressive, of actually having a lot of burst damage and pick-up potential with the Farsa is finally coming online. Take a look at the emblems here. 2 adverse emblems for the side of RRQ. They want to steal in the side lanes, and in the mid side, that was Farsa and Matilda. That is a deadly early game combo. So it's the same game plan with better tools for the job.
15 seconds left on the clock for the next turtle to spawn. 5 seconds now, rather, and it's unfortunate right now because RRQ Hoshi, Albert, he is going to have a better time in terms of that guiding wind, right? The guiding wind is going to be able to allow him to disengage if he goes into aggressively. But in the top side here, Sudan's going to get so bullied as now both teams are going to set up for this next turtle.
Okay, KAIRI gonna be the target for RRQ. Albert jumping in as well. KAIRI's still able to maneuver out of there. That's gonna be the wild charge.
Okay. Uy,
Onto the
naku.
side of Finn. Albert finds
Grabe
the
si
turtle.
Albert, ah. Palo mag-retry, ah.
R7 chasing KAIRI down. Very low, taken out by Finn. It's 2-0 for RRQ currently as they are looking to invade as well. RRQ coming back in this game. Like we said, it's still anyone's game in the early phase.
They're going to get the gold lead back as well. ONIC Esports initially was leading, but now it's starting to look.
Oo nga eh, gusto niya agad maka-item. Yun yung habol niya.
Take a look at the items in the 5th minute.
You have a short complete at 4 Claude for Skylar in that lane. You will have a lot more damage, but so far, I think Lilia does so much more, so they have to be careful of Sans here. CW takes a bit of damage here. If we take a look at his items, for the most part, no defensive options just yet.
Uy.
Oh, Vin has the guy win.
Nakaka-
Out there. Albert jumps in on
Gago,
Sans.
nagkamali si Albert. Gago. Napaganda ba? Napatay pa yung Leslie.
That's a 1-for-1. Gold laner for jungler. I think it still might be worth to RRQ. They want to shut this Leslie down early on, and with that kill, that definitely gives Claude a little bit more room to play with, to scale into that late stage.
Barrier gets a case coming in, and that's what they can do, right? Go aggressively and then back out with the guiding wind. The shoes on the other foot now. ONIC Esports need to find a way to catch RRQ Hoshi as Keyboy is just an absolute nuisance. Yo, leave the man alone.
He's so annoying, and I'm really just sweating.
Dikit lang yung goal, guys, ha? Sobrang dikit. Wala naman lumamang. Kahit may dalawang turtle si RRQ, nakakapaparm pa rin na maganda si ONIC.
As once again, very huge pressure from Keyboy opening up the map, giving information as well.
Last turtle,
18 seconds
15
left on the
seconds.
next turtle to spawn. And right now, Keyboy
Wow,
probably
pati.
might get punished here.
Oh, one more hit.
Bukote!
Takes it. Wow, the calculation on that fadeaway. That's perfect timing as well. CW 1v1
Oy,
against
oy,
Skyler.
oy, oy, gago, kinancel. Patay sa Barca.
Flies up to the top side to pick up that kill. Wow, that 1v1 was intense, but
Shout out Kicker.
it's never a 1v1. Boost though, gonna be first down. Albert misplaced it into some strike. Boost was able to get out of that one. Now, KAIRI looking for steal, but it's gonna turtle reset it here by RRQ. They're looking for ONIC.
Uy, ganda ng nakakap.
Wow!
Ganda ng nakakap ni Kiboy.
The Philippines picks up a double kill. My goodness. ONIC Esports finding 2 for 1
1-3 si
there.
Albert ah.
Clump up and you'll pay the price. RRQ Hoshi needs to pay attention to their spacing, man. ONIC Esports, it's the whole different situation. They're the ones who require a combo engage, and RRQ Hoshi gave them a very easy possibility right there. They have to spread around.
Nawala na yung lalaki, no? Yung katabi nung naka-yellow sa kayong umiyak kanina.
Avoid any kind of combo.
Dumaan sa camera, wala na, pinalis.
RRQ Hoshi, they have to make sure it does not
Sinapak
happen
siguro
again.
yun.
Oh man, CW just got the Berserker Fury, so that crit is gonna start to hurt. And now RRQ Hoshi, they need
La,
to be
trip
careful.
yun, ah.
They need to be able to find CW in that backline, even though he has been taken down twice. But once again, both teams are gonna re-engage onto
Okay,
this turtle.
better
On
strike.
to KAIRI, zoning him out. He's gonna be the wild card.
Oy!
KAIRI gets the lethal counter. Albert
Ang
gonna take it
ina,
down as
lamang
well.
yata si
On
ano
to
dito,
the
patay pa si
play.
Albert.
Away.
Kawawa si
That's
Albert,
the point
1-4.
now. On to Skyler as he's gonna get this down.
Gogo.
On picks up a double. Looking for
Umay na
another.
umay yan si Albert,
RRQ
no?
wins the fight. ONIC
Kung
Esports
siya pag jungler pa naman, may mga ano pa naman yan. May mga attitude na ayaw nila na napipid sila. Parang iba yung dating sa kanila nun eh. Alam mo yun? Lugmok talaga. Pag ganyang stats, tanso na agad yan eh. Wala kasing pantakas talaga yung D-Rot pag naka-retry.
Farm back up to the gold that he needs.
Keyboard here is gaining some information.
Pag nagkamali ng pasok, nagamit lalo yung second skill. Patay na talaga matik eh.
ONIC will back away and take this turret for free. They require some map control. They lost one tower in the bottom and they get compensation in the top side. But the bottom side jungle though are...
Pero okay lang, nung ginagawa nila si Albert parang tagabawas lang eh.
Albert comes in as well.
Oh.
KAIRI, 1 HP to be taken down.
Sakit ang D-Rot, no?
Running away, blazing to it, baited out.
Lumalambot yung mga ano eh.
ONIC not choosing to
Makukunot
commit onto
eh.
this one. R7 still just being such a nuisance is able to distract the other members here.
It's really difficult for the tanky members of ONIC Esports to have an effect here in the game because wherever they go, if Albert is in the vicinity, whatever HP that they were relying on for the confidence to be able to do these aggressive plays gets immediately hindered. So it's very hard for ONIC Esports to grab anything on the map.
You know, grabbing, you can grab your own food with the promo code GRB.co/MPL or standard QR code because this game...
Grabe yung laban sa mid, no? Para sa Kalilya po siya. Ang tagal magkabasagan talaga niyan.
A long way from finding the victory of MPL Season 10 Grand Finals. Right now, RRQ pressuring and look at R7 on the Uranus, man. A lot more pressure compared to earlier on that Khalid.
Like, who's gonna have enough damage to burn this Uranus down?
Sans, but again, yeah, you're right. It's not consistent damage because it's mostly skill shots. And R7 is very sustainable now.
Gago, di ka pwede mag-lord ng ganyan kay KAIRI. Wala pang sumuzon kay KAIRI. Isang nakap lang to ni ano, ni Grak. Nakap, agaw.
Just doing so much for RRQ right now. The captain of RRQ. Real-time win probability as well here, presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series of Rashi.
NOD for Sans right here, respecting the possibility for R7 to just be an unkillable pillar in the front line. Lord is getting very low, but Sans makes the aggressive play. One for Albert.
Albert looking for...
Oy, nice.
KAIRI gonna be taken down before
Yun yung magandang ginawa ni Barca.
That's the kill over. Skyler is out. 1 HP boost. Now, comes in. Skyler with the BMI still getting out 2 for 1 over to RRQ. Making a 3 for 1 with the Lord. ONIC Esports in disarray.
Falling far behind now is RRQ Hoshi.
Lalabas yung Lord sa top ng ONIC.
They are going to try to look for something in the mid side. They do get a turret, but at the end, what is it going to cost them? They're so far behind at this point.
They've been getting kills. There's always been Albert, and for the most part, I think Albert is very
na,
content, giving his life over.
Sa ONIC.
It means everyone else has space to farm, has pressure, has gold, lead. Right now, because Skylar, he has the malefic
Pucha, may game, ano pa ba to? May game 6?
a lot of damage, and even Clay.
Oh, dito to.
already
Tapos na to dito.
11 minutes. That's a lot of burst damage, and RRQ Hoshi are gonna take full advantage of that. They are pressuring all over the map.
Bottom side, look at RRQ, right? Again, R7 is just such a nuisance that ONIC Esports needs to funnel in a few members towards R7 to actually threaten him out. And with that, RRQ are able to take the tier 2 down below for free. We're looking for the mid lane now. Keyboy is going to be melted down to half HP. Lord as well on the top side. Going to be managed by RRQ. It's taken low though. ONIC Esports have done a good job clearing it out. CW actually walks out of the feather airstrike. Keyboy cancels it out. This might be a play for ONIC Esports to actually look for a comeback, but I don't think RRQ are gonna fall for that bait. They took every single tier 2. They don't need to look for anything else here. They can definitely go for some poke, but that's about it. I don't think RRQ are gonna commit.
Yeah, Keyboy doesn't have flicker
Game
yet.
8 pa ba to? Grabe naman.
They might be looking
Medyo
for
matagal pala to, no?
Doesn't find it just yet. Look at the way that RRQ Hoshi are actually rotating, right? They're not allowing Clay, nor Albert, nor gold laners to go anywhere, and they're using their ability to have that high ground to just really burst down the members of ONIC Esports and zone them away. And
Matagal to, hindi to agad matatapos. Nakalilya kasi, tas yung gold, di naman ganun kalaki.
Now, if RRQ wants to go for a combined damage,
Tas wala namang pampasok si RRQ. Nahihirapan to tapusin.
And RRQ Hoshi with the map treasure, with the control in the game right now.
Unless mag-clash sa labas. Ayan.
But if you look at CW,
Pag lumamang
he's
sila.
able to do a lot of damage onto R7. In fact, he's the second highest damage dealt in the game right now. So they have to be a bit careful because eventually he'll be able to actually melt through the HP bar of R7 on that Uranus.
We'll see. Right now they are going to contest this blue buff away from ONIC Esports. Keyboy only looking for an engage here or even a flank, and they do have the tools to get this, but KAIRI still manages to get that buff away. RRQ Hoshi fails to steal it away.
Late game. How is this looking, Arashi? If we get to that late stage of the game, or just no, we don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about the next few seconds here. Does RRQ still win in these team fights? How does ONIC win?
ONIC wins by initially surviving the pickoff and then out-sustaining the damage of RRQ Hoshi. Yes, it's easier said than done, but unlike RRQ Hoshi, they don't require combos to win the fights. Blazing duets and the like are not available for ONIC Esports, so pure damage, pure basic attack damage from CW and spammable spells from Sans will mean that the longer the fight goes, the more damage is coming in, but Vin goes in.
Oh, Vin's trying to zone them away right now. The Lord's taking low, but that's going to be Vin losing immortality. Blazing him into the back line right now. Skylar is going to be dealing so much damage. Sans gets the kill on the Vin. R7's immortality falls. R7 able to back off. Still having that passive healing up. CW.
Lugi yata RRQ ah. Uy! Gago mo, di ka na.
Skylar gets that 1 HP.
Lugi yata RRQ ah.
With the damage now onto Boots. R7 also still regenning.
Ako sure lord na to.
Popping that black shoes, getting the sustainability back up to almost full HP, but the airstrike comes in, cancelled out by the barrier, pushed up to the falling side, we're receiving taken down by RRQ. It's a 4v3, oh my god! CW falls! Albert, look for the damage!
Oy! Ba't magaw?
Finds the turtle, finds the Lord, my bad! Albert still gonna be able to find the kill though. It's a
Okay lang nakuha yung Lord.
in the end.
15-10 pa lalabas yung Lord sa mid.
At what cost, right? This was the same thing that we saw
Buti boy si Lilia.
yesterday, and it ended up in their demise. So now they're going for that straight push. And the airstrike already opened up here. Sans, Keyboy, the only ones left to defend.
Sans still able to clear the way. Skylar on the base still. R7 tanking it up. Miniway spawning for ONIC Esports. RRQ looking for that top side. Takes it down.
Nga pala sa ONIC nga pala yung Lord.
RRQ cannot end.
Kala ko sa ano yung Lord eh.
KAIRI has literally saved ONIC Esports, and they're looking for the re-engage here. Conceal in.
Gago.
Falling star when charged by Boots. Looking for R7 here, but the feather airstrike will zone them away. Keyboy needs to be careful. Pops in a wall charge. Will get melted down. R7 comes in. Skylar with the blazing duet. Will not be able to find anyone. R7 and Vin in the midst of it all. Sans dealing damage once again.
Gago, yun lang.
By KAIRI. 1-0. ONIC Esports still on the board. Holy moly.
Man, KAIRI doing so much for his team right now, and that engage was super worth it for ONIC as they were able to get one member off the board. Remember, the bottom lane was pushing as well in favor for ONIC Esports, and they were able to get a tower out of it. So RRQ Hoshi, because of the lack in wave discipline, they're gonna lose more than they bargained for.
They're both scaled up in the late game right now. 3K advantage for RRQ. Look at that, those CW. You can chunk half HP, but without any follow-up. Skylar coming
Gago
in.
pa yata. Skylar, puta. Yun lang, nagkamali ng pasok. Doon natalo ang RRQ.
This isn't good. This isn't good. 2 members, 30 seconds left on the board. ONIC Esports trying to push
GG
all
ata,
of
30
these
seconds
lanes.
ba?
You can see the Leslie going to the top side looking for some compensation in that tower, but right now, RRQ Hoshi, whatever lead that they have, it's been completely taken back by ONIC Esports. Just on the back of KAIRI and CW.
That's the guiding win, bringing Clay to safety. Albert in the midst of it all, taking a whole lot of damage. Mortality bot now, gonna be able, no, he doesn't.
Uy, gago, GG.
Clay gonna be dove in, surviving with a 2 damage there. Keyboard falls.
Sayang, walang creeps no, pero namatay sila.
For the rest of the members to back off. They cannot end. Welcome to MPL-ID Grand Finals. Holy!
What an insane turn of events right here. And looking at the
Lakay
items,
din may
almost
Leslie,
everyone's at 5
nakawin tower
items,
nga
but
pala, no? Kaya pala
look
may
at
ano.
the damage dealers. Lilia with the Divine Gleam as well. R7 needs to be very, very careful. He has 2 magic resources and items, but now he's falling to the damage coming in from CW.
Emo brute force yung
CW
blood.
on the other hand with the Blade of Despair. Skylar cannot walk up carelessly because that true damage, as we saw, that is one-shot potential coming in from the marksman, and in a way, that is how ONIC Esports can counter that Blazing Duet. RRQ Hoshi needs to pay attention to the execution, man. They have the tools necessary, but do they have the patience, the macro, the strategy to deal with ONIC Esports right now as the Lord spawns in minute number 18?
Man, honestly, I think Skylar would benefit from the WON at this point. He goes in for the Blazing Duet, but he receives so much damage from CW that he can't have any pressure on the board. He can't put that much damage because when he goes in, basically we assume that he gets taken out.
Difficult situation, but RRQ has the control. But we already look at Boots trying to make sure that the wave control supports ONIC Esports goals. And KAIRI with the Athena shield now.
Si Lemon, no? Hindi na naglalaro si Lemon, eh, no?
CW. Scout for information, that ultimate, in a way, is quite useful in this situation.
Legendary pa naman yan si Lemon. Season 1 pa yan eh.
But ONIC Esports, after catching up right now, RRQ needs to be very careful to ensure that they don't get picked off instead.
The goal lead's gone for RRQ. It's now ONIC Esports to hold it, but like we mentioned before, the late stage, the goal lead won't matter. Finn opened up the map already. RRQ have information on how low the Lord is, but I don't think they're going to be there in time.
Oy!
Albert though still coming in. KAIRI gets it. Albert knocked up. Albert with a winner truncheon. Still able to buy some time. Skylar backs up.
Wala na kwenta truncheon mo dun.
Takes Albert down. Play with the guiding wind. Trying to run away. Wings by wings out of safety. Boots chasing him down.
Unat ni Boots,
Nothing like
gago.
Skylar once again in the mid lane. Win will fall to CW.
May Lord pa, lalabas na agad yung Lord sa mid.
On the Leslie.
Wow, 2,500 gold lead. 2 members taken down to the hands of ONIC
Ah, sa top
Esports.
pala.
And it looks like RRQ.
May bawas yata yung top eh.
They need to defend for the last time. They do have the benefit of still having.
Kaya pa
they
namang
do
i-dep
have the
kasi
high
Parsa
ground to
naman.
defend. But with
Aabot
so
si
much damage
Albert.
coming in
Hindi ko lang
from
alam
CW,
maabot si
they
Bin.
need to find a solution to go into the backline and take him out.
Very difficult because Skylar is not pressured by CW on the Leslie. Look at that damage! 1,700 true damage on the Leslie. And now RRQ Hoshi, they are forced to back away from their turret. ONIC Esports make the final play.
CW with a shutdown there. They're going for the base. Base turret number 1 taken down on the mid lane. Top side as well. Bottom side as well.
Abot kasi ang laki ng buhay ng Lord. Tower lock na ata ito.
Further airstrike coming in again as that's be boost jumping into the back lines. The business right connecting again as the blazing duet comes in his own other members away. The Lord's coming in. Unstoppable.
Tower lock.
CW massive once again.
Ubos.
Goes in, but it's a double kill. ONIC Esports with a maniac as they take their rightful place in the throne. They take down
Lakas.
Season 9 champions. KAIRI has done it with ONIC Esports.
Champion si KAIRI, guys.
Boost, Sabo HP, Dreon, every single member played a part in this victory. Sans, ONIC have done it. It is all over for RRQ.
Yak si KAIRI, oh. First champion niya kasi yan eh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion for our MPL-ID Season 10. And that is going to be
Anakan mo ako sampo! Sabi ni ate.
What are the past king of the galaxies to the king of this